Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. Well, the pipe for this video is this little Comoy's. I think it's called Tawny saddle. Yep, Tawny saddle. So it's going to need a little work. So let's turn around to the workbench and get started. Let's take a look at the pipe. The nomenclature is good and crisp. There's our Comoy's and then Tawny saddle. And on the other side, we've got 483 and made in London, England. The first thing is the stem is very, very loose, but we can fix that. We do have a lot of carbon buildup, and probably there's some scorching and charring, so that's going to have to be dealt with. The cake is fairly uniform. Looks like they've taken care of this, the bowl, but we'll have to see about that. Not overly dirty. I was expecting that to be a little bit more dirty since that rim looks that way, but that's the way some people keep the rim. Must have something sitting down there causing that kind of pattern. It's all good and clear. So that's probably just some tobacco sitting down there. All right, let's get started. I failed to mention that there is a couple of bite marks, tooth marks in the stem. Those don't look too terribly bad. The bottom of the stem looks really good. So that ought to be able to fix that just fine. I'm going to have to do a retort on this pipe. Well, the stem mainly, but the whole pipe I'll do it. But you can see how dark that airway is. So we'll see if we can't clean that up a little bit. Okay, no surprises on the reaming of the pipe bowl. It all looks good. Let's see what's inside the shank. So I'm going to take a little alcohol and dampen things a little bit. Soften up whatever's in that mortise. Not much. It looked pretty good to begin with, so that's looking good. I just want to make sure I get the mortise good and clean because we've got a loose stem. And so I want it to be good and clean for that. There we go, starting to finally release something. Took it a few seconds for the alcohol to do its thing. Let's see what we got. Not terrible, a lot of it up front. Let me bend one over and see what happens. Surprisingly clean. I guess they like to do everything as far as keeping their pipe in good shape except the rim of their pipe. So that's okay. Okay, let me see if you can tell if it'll get a focus on that. Well, the hot vapor is just barreling out. And I'm just not getting a good focus on that. And that right there, dripping. And that's what's making this brown goo down here. Well, before I used the retort on the stem, the pipe cleaners were coming out totally clean. And with the retort, you can see I got all this out. And now, when you look at the stem, that is now nice and clear and no longer brown. Okay, let's continue working with the stem. It's in pretty good shape. Just down here at the button, I need to just do some sanding probably. I think it'll be all of it needs. So again, just some 320 sandpaper, and we'll just start sanding on it. couple of tooth marks there. May have to break out the file, but we'll see. Let's put it on the buffer and see what it looks like. All right, the stem polished up and really nice. I'm happy with it. Next, let's work on the Stummel. Well, I'm going to work on the stem still. I'm going to see about tightening up this loose stem. All right, and I've got my tenon expanders. Let's see. Oop, that's too loose. So's that one. All right, that's a good fit. So what we're going to do is just heat this up a little bit. I like to take it over to the edge of the table and push it in a little bit. I'm not going to reposition for that, or I could do it right there, I guess. Put one hand. I usually do it with both hands like that to have more control, but I'll give it a shot like that. Well, I'd rather go slow and not go too far, so we'll let this cool off and we'll see how that fits. All right. Yeah, I like that. All right. So next thing we'll do is move on to the Stummel. Well, I can't say I'm overly excited about the condition of the rim. I'm pretty sure we've got some charring right in this area, but we'll just have to see if we can. I don't know whether to try to clean it off or just go ahead and start sanding on it because I'm pretty certain we're going to have some charring. Let me take a closer look. I'm going to put some cleaner on that rim. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot for it. That's some really hard carbon. But I got a feeling we'll be sanding as well. I feel some roughness on the outside of the top of the rim there as well. So that's not a good sign. Wait 20 minutes. Okay, this is just some water, soft bristle brush, and we're just going to clean this. Yeah, it's awful tough carbon. Thick and hard. It actually took off quite a bit. It's just there's a lot of darkening. I've got some kind of damage here. And this is a little thin here. I could live with that one, but I don't care for that one. So we're going to do some sanding. 320. We're just going to start by topping this pipe. I'm not expecting to take off too much. That might be all I take right there. Because now this allows me to refine those swoop down edges. Swoop down, curved edges. Anyway, get to work on those now. Well, y'all know I like my golf ball. So let's put it in there. It's just going to help define that area. And then I'll do a little sanding to join that flat with this bevel I'm putting in. And it should end up being fairly round on the inside. Then we'll have to round the outside a little bit. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll just start sanding on this outer edge and get it redefined, and that should clean up everything. And then we'll just give the rest of the pipe a little bit of a sanding, and we'll be good to go to stain. Well, I pretty well got the rim where I want it. I still have a little indentation spot right here, but I would have to just keep taking off so much more briar. So I'm gonna stop right there and just have to live with that. Now we're just sanding the main body of the pipe. It'll take a little while, but we'll get it done. All right, I'm going to use British tan, and I think it'll look good. This is a light to medium tan, but it has a red hue mixed in with it. It's pretty subtle, but I like it on certain pipes, and I think this pipe will look good with it. All right. Get some alcohol. All right, I think that'll look pretty good. Get cleaned up and we'll buff it. Well, here's the finished pipe. I really like that stain or dye. The stem turned out really well. Good fit. No longer loose. It's really pretty briar. The rim, I'm happy with the rim. Still got a little dark spot right there, but I don't know how much further we'd have to go, and a little indentation here. But all in all, I think it's turned out well. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I sure appreciate it. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.